Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today to celebrate the graduation of the distinguished class of 2020. I am Brandy Jones, Vice Dean for Diversity and Strategic Initiatives, and I'm pleased to be your host today. This is a historic and unprecedented event. Historic because we're celebrating your achievements on the 115th anniversary of our engineering school, which was founded in 1905. Unprecedented situation today, your journey has truly been extraordinary. Over the past 4 years, you have intellectually and academically stretched yourselves as never before, including, I imagine, the occasional sleepless night spent in a lab or a library. As we gather here today, know that it was all well worth it. I must admit that it does feel odd celebrating with you remotely over a computer rather than in person. Obviously, this isn't how any of us envisioned this day. But my feelings are the same. I cannot think of a group of students better suited to flourish and make profound contributions in these turbulent times. As engineers, you will tackle the greatest challenges of our time, ranging from making solar energy more economical to providing access to clean water for all. From reverse engineering the brain to finding a vaccine for COVID-19. So as you prepare to do incredible things, please take a moment and reminisce about your time spent here. All of the knowledge you amassed during your years at USC Viterbi, all of the deep personal connections you made, all of your helpful mentors, all of the confidence you have gained, and don't forget to acknowledge your parents, your families, and your friends. None of this would have been possible without their loving support. Congratulations to each and every one of you. You are bound for glory, and you are forever Trojans. We will now hear from our department chair, Dr. Dan Irwin.
Okay, hi guys, welcome to Commencement 2020, and I know this isn't the way you expect it to be, and it certainly isn't the way your parents expected it to be, but nevertheless, it's a momentous achievement for you and for everyone, and I congratulate you, and I'm looking forward to hearing about how your life goes in the years ahead. By the way, I'll just mention, this is the first time in about 2 months that I've even worn a shirt with buttons on it, let alone a tie. So it only goes so far. This is how I'm dressed. Okay, so the other thing I'll mention about our circumstances is that we all had a story to tell. Did I ever tell you kids about my graduation? We were locked in our houses. You couldn't believe it. Oh, Dad, only about 1,000 times. So Professor Grumman has recorded a video that described the accomplishments of the space industry and how exciting it is to be jumping in at this time. And that's all true, but I won't duplicate what he's saying. Instead, I'm going to give you some advice. So here's the thing. You guys are USC graduates, and you guys are going to continue to make us proud. And as I said, I'm looking forward to hearing about what you're going to do. So my first piece of advice, I'm not going to say anything about following your dreams and dreaming big and that kind of thing. What I want you to do, first of all, is be a finisher, somebody that people can rely on. So being smart is not enough. Knowing a lot of things is not good enough. Starting a project that looks really good, not enough. But if you can be the person who always delivers and always brings home real stuff, then that will carry you a long way. And the second piece of advice, don't be fake. So don't pretend you know things when you don't. And in my life, I've had the privilege to know a number of really top people, some Nobel laureates, really National Academy of Science and Engineering, all kinds of pretty amazing people. And they share one thing that a lot of other people don't have. They're always willing to say, I don't know. And that's kind of a rare quality. So On the other hand, people who are kind of self-conscious about things that they may not know, pretend to know things that they don't. And I hope that isn't going to be you. There's a famous quote by President Teddy Roosevelt from the 19th century, walk softly and carry a big stick. And you can kind of translate that to a modern technical context as I recommend you always be the guy who, even if you don't say anything right up front and dominate a meeting, that when they turn to you, you always know something more than what other people know. So always have something in reserve. Then the last piece of advice, you're going to be working with a lot of other engineers. They're not all going to be USC people. You may run into people from Purdue or Georgia Tech or Michigan, and they're all good guys. Those are good places, and you'll be able to work with them. You will occasionally run into somebody from Stanford, and Stanford guys tend to have kind of a false modesty. It's sort of funny to watch when they're actually kind of full of themselves. So my last piece of advice when you run into Stanford people, be merciless. There you have it. So go get them. That's my advice. And congratulations, and my best to your parents, and I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Bye.
Dear Viterbi Engineering, class of 2020, on behalf of all of us, USC alumni at Microsoft, congratulations.
You successfully endured a technically rigorous engineering curriculum mentored by the highest quality educators in the country.
We expect you, like Giannis says, to go out in the world and make a difference.
You have already accomplished so much, and I know that myself and others are excited to see what's in store for you next.
This is the beginning of a new and adventurous chapter in your life that will take you to all corners of the globe and open your eyes to all the opportunities that you have to plant your seed in this ever-changing world.
I started using my USC Viterbi degree 41 years ago when I graduated and started my career.
Now you're prepped and primed for phase 2. A whole new set of rules. Go get them.
I know what you're thinking. What the heck am I graduating into?
I know it's a weird time right now with everything that's going on, but now more than ever, does the world need awesome engineering talent to help make the world and our universe a better place.
Well, these are challenging times. But times like this make us tougher. Times like this teach us valuable lessons.
You are about to enter a world that desperately needs your talents and your creativity. Continue to stay strong.
This won't be the last challenge that you face, but having gone through this and thriving will give you the aptitude and the resilience to accomplish anything that you want in your life.
You can enjoy a lifetime of practicing unbounded innovation. As Einstein said, logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere.
Take the time to really celebrate your success. You are just starting your journey. You have been preparing, and now is the time for you to seize the opportunities that are surely to arise.
Because of your strength and tenacity that enabled you to navigate these challenging times, I know that my generation can count on this class to safeguard the health of the planet and to ensure a better future for generations to come.
I'm assuming that because you chose one of the hardest degrees as your major, that you're up for a challenge. So I challenge you to keep pushing boundaries.
Think big. Dream big. You're also empowered with a network of connections to Trojans across the world, alumni and colleagues, all of whom wish to see you succeed and to be happy.
So have confidence in yourself, stay inspired, and know that the Trojan Network always has your back.
But the most important lesson that you've learned is this.
You're now equipped to take on the big problems of the world.
You already have the passion and the vision to create a new and inspiring future.
You'll be in a position to make meaningful contributions to how we recover from this crisis. And not only rebuild what was lost, but really reinvent how we live and work.
And I can't wait to see the difference that you're going to make in this world.
That if we, as human beings, focus on a problem and really put our all into it, put our effort, all of our effort, our resources and all of our know-how, we could do anything, okay? And that's the true legacy of Apollo. People still have a hard time believing that we actually went to the moon. We did, by the way.
At my graduation, our commencement speaker challenged us to be lifelong learners. And that's my advice to you as you graduate. Whatever you do, never stop learning.
Attain new knowledge and wisdom.
And embrace your failures as an opportunity to learn and grow.
Don't forget where you came from. Fight on, Trojans.
Congratulations.
Fight on.
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 Congratulations, graduates of USC Systems Architecting and Engineering program. Today is a great day to celebrate with family and friends. It is a day you've been looking forward to with anticipation. While current circumstances do not allow us to recognize your accomplishments in person, I want you all to know, on behalf of all SAE instructors, that it was a pleasure to have you in our classes. Many of you have enjoyed the flexibility and convenience of distance learning, while still experiencing the feeling of being there in physical classrooms. SAE instructors make a special effort to provide this experience. This is one of the characteristics that uniquely distinguishes our program. You have earned your degree from a top-rated program in the country and from a top 10 university. For that, you should be justifiably proud. SAE has prepared you as a multidisciplinary engineer with sufficient depth and requisite breadth to successfully tackle complex systems problems of the 21st century. At a time when systems engineering is going through an exciting transformation, you have been fortunate enough to get in on the ground floor of this exciting advance paced by the developments in model-based systems engineering. You have learned the importance of a new mindset, one that encompasses systems thinking, critical thinking, associative thinking, and transdisciplinary thinking. This new mindset calls for understanding interdependencies and relationships among system components, their interactions with the environment, and how change propagates in complex systems. You've learned that problems that appear intractable, when viewed solely through an engineering lens, can often become solvable when viewed through a transdisciplinary lens. You've learned that systems architecture is becoming increasingly more important as systems continue to grow in interconnectivity and complexity, resulting from advances such as the Internet of Things and Industry 4.0. You've learned that with increasing access to data, machine learning and data analytics have become important adjuncts to systems engineering, and specifically in reducing uncertainties and improving system models. The knowledge you have gained in the SAE program will allow you to stay at the forefront of the field, capitalize on new opportunities, and help your companies in making the right decisions that can potentially lead to successful business outcomes. I encourage you to stay in touch with fellow SAE graduates and instructors. Do your best to contribute and grow the SAE network because it is your network. You have earned a graduate degree that has prepared you for technical and societal challenges of the 21st century. So seek out those challenges and apply your expertise for the benefit of society, the country, and the world. Congratulations once again to each of you and your families, and may you succeed beyond your wildest imagination in the years ahead. Thank you.
Astronautical engineering graduates, congratulations. Usually at this time of the year, we have the commencement ceremonies with a lot of festivities, handshaking and all that. Today, in May of 2020, the situation is different because of the pandemic. And actually, our motto, per aspera ad astra, through the difficulties to the stars, took a new meaning. But think about this from a different perspective. When we build our spacecraft and rockets, we put them into an extensive testing, vibrations, shocks, thermal, vacuum, electromagnetic tests. So think about that. What happened is actually a very rigorous qualification test for you. And you have passed this qual test with the flying colors, and you are now ready for liftoff to new stages of your professional lives. A lot of good things are happening in space these days. Well, first of all, SpaceX plans to send its Crew Dragon vehicle with astronauts into orbit in a few weeks, and Boeing's CST-100 Starliner would follow soon after that. For 3,000 days, or actually more, the United States didn't have capabilities of launching humans to space, and this sad period comes to an end. We're going back to the moon and beyond. Also, recently, the president signed an executive order for speeding up and expanding the recovery and use of space resources on the moon and on other celestial bodies by private industry. Basically, this order will remove a lot of legalistic hurdles and obstacles and uncertainties that preventing private industry doing that. Remember, you are engineers, you are those who are doing these wonderful and exciting things. And aren't we fortunate that we are not lawyers who regulate others and suing others who are doing things? Think about this as well. The United States Space Force step by step establishes itself. It will take a few more years to become fully operational. It is a big area in space technology, and many of you will be working in national security space. Commercial space is rapidly expanding, and NASA continues its wonderful, exciting, and challenging programs in space exploration and space science. So the future in space is bright. Many of you got accustomed to a countdown during the exams in my classes. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff for the new stages in your professional lives. Godspeed and good luck, and ad astra, to the stars.
Well, today is certainly one of the more remarkable days in the history of this university and USC Viterbi. But it should come as no surprise to anyone here that adapting in the face of adversity is just what engineers do best. Like everyone in the world, today's graduates have been through quite a bit during the last few months, but we all knew that nothing was going to stop you from this meaningful and monumental day. I am immensely proud of the way you have handled things. And again, although today is not what you had in mind, what's important is that we celebrate your outstanding achievements, your bright futures, and your new responsibilities ahead. Engineers change the world, and you are ready. Enjoy your day, congratulations, and fight on forever.
you.